And so, fun fact, they originally did have a black woman playing Nadine. But I can't remember the circumstances. I think the original actress got pregnant or had family issues and had to bow out of the role. And it just so happened to be that the understudy for it was, or the second pick for it was Laura Bailey, who is white.
Whoop-de-doo. Like,
doesn't matter. She does an awesome performance, doesn't she?
She does a great performance.
I hate to tell you this, guys, but occasionally, like I've done VO where I sound like an Indian man, and I am not an Indian man, sir. No, I am not. So I mean that happens, but I love the fact that people had a literal meltdown. That how dare a black woman, a fictional, pixelated black woman, was played by a white woman.
Yeah, I'm just not even going to engage in that stupidity. It's like, I am just so over
it doesn't matter
that childish behavior.
It doesn't matter that the performance is spot on. And a lot of people that I've actually talked to this about is like, I've actually asked the question of like, do you have a problem with the performance of Nadine Ross? And they're like, no, exactly. They were just looking to put on the best performance that they possibly could. If that just so happens to mean that a black woman or that a white woman played a black woman, then that's the way it goes. And for the record, before you SJWs come out of the woodwork, because I can already see you guys coming, I would have no problem if a black woman played a white woman, as long as they fit the role. That's all I care about. If you're literally picking somebody because of star power or whatever, and they don't fit the actual chops of what you need, that's when I have a problem.
Yeah, completely agree with you.
And Nadine, I actually think has, because I think I've actually heard like a demo of the original one that was supposed to be in there, and I honestly think Laura hits it a little bit easier because it's not just that she's a black woman. She is a black woman with, I think it's supposed to be like a South African accent or an Australian accent, one of the two.
I think it's South African.
Because she's not supposed to be like, you know, U.S. black woman. She's supposed to be from another country. You know, where that crap is not necessarily the problem. And yet people had a meltdown over it. Just, seriously, guys.
I liked Nadine's character. I think I to some extent, I'm pretty sure I like raved on about Nadine more than I did about Chloe.
I may be biased for saying this, but you know, because you know, again, president, vice president, secretary of the Laura Bailey fan club, but I actually like the development that Nadine has gotten in Lost Legacy compared to Uncharted 4, because Uncharted 4, she's just the bad guy.
Yeah,
like that's the way that she actually turned out. And pairing her with Chloe, I think, was the better way to go, because pairing her with Nathan wouldn't have worked. It was already established they kind of hated each other's guts.
Even there were like Nadine, even with her interactions with Chloe, made it very clear that she still had some major beef between the Drake brothers.
Yeah,
and to my knowledge, Lost Legacy takes place after Uncharted 4. So for her to
it's like a little after.
So I mean, for her to say that means that, like, yeah, she really does not like the Drake brothers.
No. Well, because the Drake brothers cost her a lot. Like, she lost her, because I think by this point, like, Shoreline's under new management, which was her baby.
Yeah, and she talks a lot, and during Lost Legacy, she talks a lot about how much regret and even still, and you can tell just by the look in her eyes and her body language how much anger she has about losing Shoreline.
Yeah,
it's a very major focal point in her personality. The fact that she no longer has control of Shoreline.
And I also think that another good thing they're doing with Nadine is, or not necessarily Nadine, but they're trying to establish other characters that can kind of take over for Nathan, because the bottom line is, guys, if there's going to be an Uncharted 5, because Lost Legacy isn't it, it's not going to star Nathan Drake.
No.
I'm thoroughly convinced it's not going to star Nathan Drake.
According
I've heard talk that they want to do Sam Drake, and I wouldn't actually mind that.
That would be really cool.
Like Sam and Sully going off and doing adventures, I'd be okay with that.
Because according to how Uncharted 4 ended, and then what was presented in the epilogue, it looks like Nathan was very true to like some of the promises that he made with his wife,
actually retiring and being able to make it work.
And to my knowledge, because it's been a while since I watched my Nathan complete Uncharted 4, it even looks like Sam and Sully continued on to do their own thing.
You have your own Nathan Drake? You've been holding out on me, man. I want my own Nathan Drake. How'd you get your own Nathan Drake? Oh, wait, never mind. Your husband's name is Nathan. Just in case people, thought I was being serious there. No. I get what he meant.
My Nathan is my Nathan Drake.
Yeah, yes. I can believe this. But yeah, they really just left things at a really great closure for Nathan at the end. And I'm okay with him never being in another game.
Yeah, for Naughty Dog finally creating a fourth installment in a game.
But just remember that's as high as they can count.
It's as high as they can count now.
Yeah, so they can do one better than Valve. They can count to 4. Valve can only count to 3. Or actually, no, they do 2 better because Valve can't count to 3.
Yeah, Valve can't count to 2.
So at that point, they do 2 better than Valve. But yeah, I actually don't see an official Uncharted 5. I think they'll just do these subheadings from here on in.
I said in my at the end of every Let's Play, I talk about I kind of do like a mini review of the game, and I even said that I would really love if they did another Uncharted game where they did Chloe and Nadine again. I would play that shit.
Yeah.
I would play that shit every the second it came out, and I'd be completely okay with it.
And here's the thing, just because I don't want to see another game where, let me clarify this. I don't want to see another game where Nathan is the protagonist. I don't care if you eventually go back to him, as say a way to get research done or something like that. If he becomes side crew and still adheres to the promises he made, I'm okay with that. Strangely enough, I'm okay with that. So if they wanted to do something based off of Sam and eventually he needs to go to the actual expert on a given treasure, and that's Nathan, I don't have a problem bringing Nathan back for that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Nathan at this point, according to timeline and story, he's taking a back seat. And if they were to do an Uncharted 5, I would hope that is what he does. Takes a back seat and does what a backseat person does, which is provide information. And once that information has been provided, that is it.
Exactly. And I don't think that they need to do really anything more with that character. The rest of the time, I'm not expecting, epilogue Nathan Drake. I'm expecting him a year later or something like that.
Yeah.
And again, if they never ever number Uncharted, I'm okay with it too. If you want to keep on doing Lost Legacy or other subtitles, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, me too. But I mean, we'll see what happens. This is a franchise that has been going on for a very long time. And if Naughty Dog decides it's time to put it, it's had its limelight, it's had a good life, and it's time for it to, it's time for it to go to sleep, I'd be completely okay with that.
Okay, we might need to wrap up on this one, but this is gonna be good.
Okay.
So I think we're gonna have a boss fight, and this is my other favorite cutscene of this game. Because I think he's here. Yes.
It was my assumption that those demons would prove far inferior in the face of your tactics.
You summon and kill. Summon and kill. I fail to see the logic here. price to pay for power?
Humans. They are but stubborn and foolish. It takes a journey to hell for them to accept and praise their god. A fact that tickles Irony's judgment.
And your judgments interest me not. For I am here to reclaim what is rightfully mine.
That is what you think. And that is why I wait in your power!
You will fumble for a position of my quest. Though I encourage for an opportunity to battle a being of such grand illusion as you is a sweet fortune.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. I love you didn't think it was possible for everybody in the room to be Shatnering, but they are, and it's glorious.
That was the most incredible thing ever.
Do you see now what I mean? Like, Bayonetta's humor has to be inspired by this game.
Oh, I saw it, like, completely. Like, I saw so much of Bayonetta in that performance.
Insanity, the price to pay for power? Gosh, it's so bad.
That, oh my gosh.
That's like laughably bad, everybody. Like if you don't truly understand just how bad that is, that's William Shatner would look at that and go, that is absolutely horrible.
I'm so happy we're finally fighting this guy, though.
Yes, and this is going to be the end of him. So everybody say bye-bye.
Bye. Get your bug spray out.
And we, unfortunately, I don't think we get his sword, so sorry.
Oh,
No,
what a shame.
well, technically he's half human, so
Oh,
at that
yes,
point-
yes, you did mention that.
So technically, like a full-on devil gets a devil arm. So he could probably like collect devil arms like Dante, but he couldn't. He isn't actually one.
Yeah, that would make sense, because then that would mean that Dante himself could be a devil arm if defeated.
Although I wouldn't be surprised if Dante could actually do that. I kind of wonder if Rebellion is basically his arm, because Rebellion is like his trademark sword.
That's true.
But then how do you explain Yamato for Virgil? Yeah. There we go!
I was about to say, you're dead. Just be squashed already.
How can there be such a difference between us?
You surrendered your humanity. It's that simple.
But you are not human. So why am I inferior?
You assume humans are weak. Okay, yeah, their bodies lack the physical ability of a demon.
Lol, he's taking
But
notes.
humans possess something that demons don't.
What? What is it that demons lack? Please, for the sake of my research, please tell me. No, 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 no.
If you're gonna continue your research in the next world,
No, 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 no.
do your homework first.
Same hole.
And the rest is silence.
Such drama.
I love it. He basically Robin Hooded it, where he used the exact same hole and then shot him in the head.
Oh my gosh.
And then, of course, because he has a flair for the dramatic, he has to end it with firing his gun.
And I thought I was extra.
Oh, yeah, no, it makes you wonder, doesn't it? Because it's freaking Dante, man.
Oh my gosh.
He has a flair for the dramatic. All right, I can't remember. Yeah, this is just going to be a cutscene. So we are going to claim back Yamato.
Yay.
Yay. And because we do this, first of all, we pull the sword from the stone, because that's awesome. But then we also close the Hellgate. No more ink blot demons.
I'm okay with this.
You gotta look at this. This is like all he has left of his brother. This is all he has left.
Yeah. I bet it's very satisfying for him in this moment to be holding that.
So there we go.
Oh, you totally deserved an S on an X. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think what killed me was time, because he's not that hard a boss. I think in like the Dante Must Die mode he gets a little bit harder, but he's not supposed to be that hard, so it probably took a little bit longer than it should have. But I don't care, because that performance, man, that performance.
It was a beautiful play.
People, you need to watch that again just to see how brilliantly bad that is. Just to get how corny this dialogue is.
I can't wait to rewatch it once it goes up on YouTube.
Exactly. I encourage people to do this. Oh, yes. So we're going to get a demonstration of Yamato.
I know this thing's a major cultural artifact, but it's bad for the community.
Wait, he can use it? He can use his brother's sword.
That's cool.
Actually, technically, we already know this from DMC3.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Because they did swap, and Virgil used Rebellion, and he used Yamato. Because, of course, you have to have that.
Perfection.
Yes. Oh, hi, Trish.
Get it back?
That's one sword.
And one to go. Need some company?
Oh, my Lanta.
I think you better help the others. Try to get them as far away from here as possible.
Got it.
Is it bad that literally all I do now is just like straight at her chest? Because I just
You're doing what everybody else did. So, unfortunately, that's going to go ahead and do it for our recording session tonight. But as you guys can see, we are at the final moment where we confront the Savior to go and save Nero. So I hate to be the guy, but we actually are pretty much at endgame, because we're gonna try and get Nero back, and maybe Nero gets some payback in the meantime.
Awesome.
So that's gonna go ahead and do it for this, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.